Welcome to Veteran Talk with your hosts, Heath and
Mike. How's it going, guys? And ladies and attack helicopters.
oh man. Jesus.
Well, we gotta get those pronouns in there.
Alright, ready?
Oh fuck. I'm trying
Did I screw up your intro?
No, I did.
I'm still sitting right.
Well, you know we're keeping this. Don't hit pause.
The fuck?
I'm not.
There I have.
Oh, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay.
We're keeping this going.
Because you know how the phone, I told you the phone.
A
You can
podcast.
put that in there.
Like,
Podcast by veterans for veterans and just another veteran podcast.
can you do
I
my
love
hair
it.
clear now?
Yeah. Real cheaply made.
Okay.
Like
Yeah,
we have
I'll
like
take it out of the bag.
very, very, very low budget. I have an allowance
It's
budget.
in the bag 'cause
Oh, don't worry, they're seeing it.
shattered screen.
Remember, this is going on YouTube too,
Mhm.
so I'm
I
already recording.
I'm hoping you guys had a good Thanksgiving too, by the way, and everybody else.
No.
I'm like
using,
enjoying my turkey
No, I'm
sandwiches,
using
leftovers.
using the.
Oh yeah,
cell
I had a
phone.
great
I
Thanksgiving.
just have it on speakerphone.
Mhm.
I had a real weird one, but it was good. I liked it.
Well, it sounds better now, right?
Weird ones.
It was a Louisiana Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay. Well, it's different.
No, the first one we used the beach.
But hey, not a big deal.
Mm-mm.
But let me get to one of the things I wanted to push on. When it comes to VA stuff, I just found out recently through one of my friends, hi Nurse Sherry. She told me that I love her to death, by the way. Known her for many, many years. And she told me that, you know, since I had a stay at the hospital for 2 weeks, and I just recently got the bill, she says you can have the VA, since I'm 100% disabled. I don't know if it's percentage-wise or not, and I haven't done it yet because I was so busy doing other things. Go online and get a hold of somebody and submit it. So, and that's why I'm thinking we're going to be pushing more towards getting new veterans and old veterans together to make sure that they know there's other ways of getting things done. So you're not going to be tied down to your financial, deficit for the bills for these hospital stays.
Well,
You know, if you get into an accident or something, or heaven forbid, you decide to join the 22, or try to, and be a failure. Love failures. You know, I have more pride in our brothers and sisters that fail at something, and I'd rather have them fail at that. So, I will keep you guys apprised about it. So this is part one, putting it out there, letting you guys know. So if that's the case, then I will do this tomorrow, in fact, and give you guys an update and see what happens. And if it does work, that's something that's a one for us. That's a win on our side for everybody that sees, that has hospital stays and worry about paying bills and stuff like that. And if there's anybody that has any questions, please, Heath is going to put our names up so that you guys can contact either one of us. And we do have people that are actually coming out and actually offering assistance when it comes to VA, because we have people that actually work at the VA, and they said they will be more than helpful to answer any questions that you guys have. And in case, once again, if you guys think about suicide, or if you guys have any problems, please give us a contact. I myself am retired, and all I do is my friends and family, my 2 cats, and right now cleaning up after the hurricane. So I'm always available. And we talked about our sites previously. Do you remember the sites that you talked to? I forgot about the sites.
Oh,
What
yeah.
were they?
I got your 6. It's a Facebook page. There's 22. Is 22 too many?
Yep, that's the one I go on too.
And then another one is Veteran to Veteran Info.
Already recording.
So yes, a lot of people on there, a lot of friendly folks, a lot of people that understand that if you're in the dark areas and dark places, it gives you an outlet. And of course, we'd rather see you seek help versus keeping it bottled up. Especially the guys that actually, you don't have to have PTSD from a combat zone. PTSD can be anything. The nurses, firefighters, and policemen can tell you PTSD comes from anywhere, even from your childhood, and they will look into that. And of course, if you've been I hate to say it, sexually attacked, while in service too, both males and females, don't be ashamed. Ask for help, because I was ashamed. And it almost, I almost lost everything. So please. There's, I wish I had the 1-800 number. I had it written out, printed out for suicide prevention, but I think I put it in a box somewhere because I was going tomorrow somewhere else. So the numbers, Heath will print the number out. Would you do that in the link when you do that too, please?
Yeah, I'll put that number down in the link when I go to upload this.
Yes, so that when we do that, so you guys can instantly click on the link if you need help, or if you just need somebody to talk to, please contact Heath or myself, or me mainly, because Heath will be at work at night, stuff like that. He's actually a working man right now.
Oh shit, I've been out of work. I'm a caretaker.
So he's a working man. He's a caretaker, so that's a working man. And me, I'm just like getting in trouble and doing stupid stuff, like getting cut up by sheet metal. That thing cuts. Ooh. So, all right, your turn. I babbled too much.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. And yeah, Veteran to Veteran Info, they did ask that question because people had heard about that. And it was a lot of mixed responses. A lot of people did break the ground rules in that group over this topic. Because, a few said you have to be 100% disabled, 75, 50, something over the minimum that people were getting. So, yeah, once we do get that info about that, me and you can post it up together, or you can post it up, and then I can post it up.
We'll post it up either way. You'll have your information. In fact, if I have to, I will get it and see if there's like a PDF form or something like that. If I can grab it and send it and put it onto to the link so that we can see it. Because I get told all the time, what is the minimum? I'm like, I don't know, because I was never at the minimum. I went from 0 to 100 all of a sudden. That's what it was, because all those surgeries. So I never had to struggle to figure out those things. So they're like, yeah, your knee's kind of left kind of bad. So both of your ankles. And you ever thought about looking at your hip? I said no. They said they're looking at it now. That kind of stuff. My TBI. So one thing led to another. So just be patient, guys. And ladies and the attack helicopters out there, and we will get all the information so I can do that, and we can get all these things out for you guys. Damn, I talk too much, Heath. Why do you let me talk too much?
Because I do.
Come on, Squid.
It's funny. The only thing I've heard, right? So the only complaints we had from when I was pushing people to listen to it, right, is the fact that my guest But hold on. You're my co-host. See, we never did an introduction until now. But that my guest would talk too much and I wouldn't reply. Well, now I'm replying to what you say. But everyone should get their word in, you know?
I talk too much.
So the fuck what? I don't give two shits. I mean, literally, you don't talk enough. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it right now. We're at 10:36. We're not even scratching half.
Yeah, I'll put that number down.
But since you have said that, there is something. See, I didn't even.
Oh, by the way, you're gonna have to send me your address. I am going to send you some black powdered, black rifle coffee.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll send you my address once we're off here.
So, but you can just text it to me. Yeah. I wanted to say that on air because he loves coffee. I love the smell of coffee, but I stopped drinking coffee when I realized I was so desperate for coffee. I was taking the Folgers from the MREs and throwing it in my mouth.
Oh shit, there is nothing wrong with that.
Oh, you're fine.
No, it just about killed me. I was like,
yeah, veteran to veteran.
Yeah, it was the instant one, and I threw it in my mouth. It shocked the hell out of me. I said, that's desperation, because I had nothing to drink, nothing to eat, no warm water or hot water, and I did that. And I'm like, I'm done. If I went that far for desperation for coffee, I went that far, and I should turn back before I start injecting it or do coffee enemas. That's a real thing, by the way.
Oh, I know it is. Oh, I know it is. You gotta remember, we come from the stock of stupidity, so yeah, you know people have done it, and you know they're gonna keep doing it too. Alright, now, on to mine. So, over Veterans Day, there was a YouTuber named Cynical Historian, that's his YouTube handle, Cynical Historian. He likes to call himself Cyher. I'm pretty sure that maybe a little bit of the people might have seen his videos. I'm hoping. What happened was he did a veterans video for Veterans Day, and his.
Salute to veterans.
Have you seen it yet?
Right? No, I haven't seen it yet. I was thinking, well, it's like.
So it's.
Salute to veteran.
No, it's more or less based on the history of veterans. He thought he would do it for Veterans Day.
Because I do.
How would you say it? It's more or less,
I've heard, right?
Well, here, let me read the statement. So he sent me a statement because I asked him if he wanted me to address it here on the podcast. And he told me yes, why not?
Hold on, you're my co-host.
So, are you ready for it? Statement on YouTube suppression. Okay, YouTube has supposedly been promoting educational content, but it appears to only be for easily marketable content, like science and basic curricular stuff. They refuse to support difficult history, no matter how well researched it is, despite that being the most important kind of history. Especially jarring was what happened to my U.S. Veterans History episode. They demonetized it by manual review. Somebody had to actually decide whether it was demonetizable. The real problem is this video has ceased to get views as a result, meaning it is being suppressed. in the search and discovery algorithm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll send you my...
It is difficult to determine why it was reviewed as such, since they also refuse to give reasons. I can hazard guesses, but they are not supported by any evidence. Since we cannot petition the YouTube corporate machine to reveal information like we can the government, as such, these are merely guesses based on the content itself. It was probably initially flagged for all the references to violence and war, as in why people become veterans. And there are some decidedly tragic parts of that history, and I was only scratching the surface in the relative short 28-minute video. It may also have been flagged because of the extensive showing of guns or my regularly discussing veteran issues of homelessness, suicide, and drug abuse. When YouTube has accidentally demonetized the LGBT videos in the past because the algorithm flagged them, they manually reviewed and remonetized the videos. They have a Creators for Change program and sponsored veteran content on Veterans Day. So they should want my video to be promoted since it fulfills so much of their proselytizing. But they are also a corporation and are unwilling to risk the bottom line for their supposed beliefs and progress.
I'm hoping
Veterans and education. And this video may require a backbone from Mother Google if they actually believe what they profess. But they don't have a backbone as proven by the manual review. My main guess is that I spend about 20 minutes speaking about the tokenization of veterans by advertisers. So they think advertisers won't want ads on a video that shows their hypocrisy. Essentially, they choose avoiding hurting the advertiser's feelings over supporting education on veterans' issues. I cannot confirm such a hypothesis, but that is the best I've got. The only other hypothesis I've got is that I show a great deal of footage from my time in Afghanistan. There is no combat footage, but there is plenty of guns in the picture. If that's the reason for the review's outcome, though, it is incredibly stupid on Google's part. They let some reviewer make a decision that violates their professed principles on a misconception. YouTube has stated that they won't monetize combat footage except everything before 2001 or when new outlets do it for some reason. But history is never a real priority for them. But this is not combat footage, and therefore not demonetizable. Sorry, I fucked that one up, Cyher. I do show footage from clearing the Bonus Army in 1932. That footage was taken from National Archives channel on YouTube, and it was monetized. So why not mine? In either case, this is a colossal fuck up on YouTube's part. They have proven time and again they do not believe in education, veterans, or progress when the going gets tough. If you aren't making fluffy videos about how cool diversity in science is, rather than the gritty and troubling world we actually live in, then you aren't going to be supported by YouTube's virtues, because they don't exist.
As such, these are merely
Pretty damning. I liked this when I saw this.
Sounds good, actually. I like that one. I do gotta say, though, they do support, like, SJWs, and there was actually a professor that says that social justice warriors should get the same as veterans' rights, too.
I
think I told you about that.
Oh my god, I was so much on fire. I showed that to the wife, and you know what she did? She gave me that look of disgust, and she's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I'm like, "No." I am like, "No."
Oh, yeah. We should get the same rights as military vets? Whatever. Snowflakes. Just throw glitter in their face and watch them roll around in pain because it burns them like acid. He's like, that's all they can handle. But yeah, I can't believe that. Sorry, Cyher, if that's what happened. You know, they do this to you because you're driving an issue that we have as veterans as well, and considering that it doesn't go with the norms of social justice or the minimum requirements, or should I say the left's issues. You know, you got that small percentage of people that gets triggered, so they're trying to avoid that. I see it, I hear it all the time, that, you know, there's people that I know that worry about getting stuff demonetized, and right now, Article 13 is being put into question about in Europe right now. And that means no copyrights of somebody's stuff whatsoever without permission will never be on there. And plus, that means anything that we provide, they can't see. So our veterans overseas won't be able to hear it or see it or read about it because it's going to be in the Article 13, because they're going to keep things that have content that can be copyright protected, or if we don't have copyright protection on it, it's going to be taken away. So that's what's going to happen here shortly. In fact, if anybody looks that up and find out that if you have favorite YouTubers that are overseas, and they do, sign their petition, because I'm against it, because I have friends that actually do YouTube for video gaming and other contents, and they're in England and Scotland, and I would sure hate to see them disappear from my list of things to entertainment to watch. So, and my cat said hello, guys.
So, I'm thinking that it's being suppressed because of the violence.
Oh, no, I don't think that, because how about all this? I watch a lot of stuff against Antifa and the Prayer Boys, or the Proud Boys, you know, and then, of course, the West Baptist Church people, because I see what they do all the time. They have all these people up there. They do all the violence. There's a lot of stuff. You see gang members doing stuff on there. You see archive footages of stuff. History Channel has their own site on here. You know, do you think they get demonetized?
Well, the reason why I say it is because he brought up a lot of stuff that's considered obscure now. So, I don't know how BCT was for you guys, as far as Army history. Because he brought up the Whiskey Rebellion. And if you know anything about the Whiskey Rebellion, it was because of the veterans who were told that, you know, hey, you can, you know, sell your whiskey at whatever price you want to. We're not gonna interfere. And then what happens? They put a high tax on the whiskey. And most of the whiskey farmers were veterans. Well, what do you think happened? We all rose up in arms, right? Marched all the way to Washington. Philadelphia, I believe at the time. Was it Philadelphia? No, it was Washington, right? Yeah.
What year was this?
It was what, 1770. I think it was 1770 something, because it was one of those times. Both events, Washington met them. I know he was there to meet them.
That's a little bit different from now, you know. So I'm like, yeah, I get it. That's why I had to ask, what year was this? Because you didn't clarify, you didn't bring that out, so I had to make sure, so the other people would know too. So.
Well, so he brings up the Whiskey Rebellion. He brings up the the pay from the 1700s after the army got disbanded, and Congress refused to pay the Continental Army. So he brought that up. You know, they again went to arms, marched. He brought up the bonus army after World War One. He brought up the after the Civil War, the fact that you know, there was no what would you call it? Crap.
Well, while you're thinking about that, I think one of the three things that he keyed on were veterans that self-medicated and homeless, you know, and suffered from PTSD, and the issue now is, I'm looking at it as the homeless vets that have problems. How come they're not getting housing? How come they're not getting help? But we're freely giving all this to illegal immigrants. You know, especially the caravan. You know, they all want to come here, and they're already here, and so, you know, I always see it on Facebook. Why do we give so much to illegals that come here, but we can't take care of our own?
No, I would.
Take care of our ones that fight for freedom. And I think maybe that's probably one of the things too that would trigger people, especially from the left side, you know, because they don't care. They want to be heard. So that could have gotten him on that bandwagon, you know, for demonetization, because it is now an open view, because, you know, people are saying, like, why do we have all these homeless people and we can't take care of them? But we're going to give these people all the things that we could do, just drive down the street, go anywhere. Come here to Panama City, Florida, where now people don't have homes because of Hurricane Michael, the frat boy, drunk bastard that came over here, you know, and tore up the neighborhoods where I grew up, you know. After my dad retired, this is where I called home. My mom died here. This is home. You know, and now, you know, I'm hearing it on TV all the time. They're trying to get a hold of parents that have kids that were enrolled in this school last year, not there this year, so they would like them to call. I hear it on the news. So some people are living in tents. It's getting freezing outside now. And I'm like, you know, I wish that, you know, I'm like, I wish we could do something for them, Dad, you know? Like, I'm here on vacation with my father's house, and I'm now going to stay here for a while to fix the house and everything. But in all of the time, I'm sitting there thinking, why the hell we can't take care of ourselves, but yet everybody wants to take care of the other people coming into our country and give them free health care, give them free this, free that, EBT cards or something, and we can't even take care of our own. I think that's why he got demonetized as well.
Well, he didn't mention any of that.
Yeah, he did. Well, he did mention the fact that there's homeless vets.
Well, yeah,
okay? That has been now pushing towards. A lot of people are saying, and I see it on Facebook a lot, and I see it on YouTube. Why are we taking care of people from another country and giving them all this when we can't take care of our own?
Oh, yeah.
Just from that statement alone can always bring things to the light, you know, bring things up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because he said homeless vets. They're homeless vets. Why do we have homeless vets?
Oh, we got homeless
because
vets because they don't give a fuck. That's why.
Yeah. Well, because we don't take care of them. But then why are we taking care of them that are coming here illegally? So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's things in the algorithm that I don't know how it works, but they look for trigger words. That's how they do it. And then they watch the whole video and probably don't even give two shits about it, and they go from there.
Well, if you want to, I mean, let's sum up the left's version of the veteran. All right, the left's version of the veteran is the homeless drug abuser who eventually commits suicide.
Or goes on a rampage and kills people, and has PTSD, and has to be held with taken care of by kitten gloves, or however you guys want to talk about it, because I hated that. People were like, oh, you have PTSD, well, we shouldn't do this. I'm like, dude, just let me just do my job. Let me get this done, and let me go home when I'm done. That's all I want to do. You know, I don't want to hang out with you, you know, and I prefer not to be messed with. You know, people like to horse around. I didn't like to horse around. Just get the job done and go home. You know, so, you know, that's one of the things that I couldn't stand. And those guys that I used to work with that were Democrats or left, far left. Oh my gosh, far left. And they would be like, well, what you did was I was told that I shouldn't knife hand because it's too aggressive, and I don't soften my words. I go straight. It's blunt. Don't hint to me because I don't hint back. I don't know what hints are. I just do it. You tell me, hey, this needs to be moved. This needs to be fixed. I do it. You don't see me anymore until it's done, or I cannot solve this problem. And when people decide, like, well, that's not my job. Well, it is your job. Get it done because we need this done. You know, you work for the company, let's get it done. And people don't like that. And people don't like being put on the spot and being told. And if they can't handle that, they're not going to handle that. You know, because they don't give a shit what you did in the military. They don't give a shit. But you bring that same level of mindset into the civilian life, and you'll be rejected.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, unless you're surrounded by other vets, where you work on a military installation. You know, which I hope many of you guys do, and if you guys do, that is like the thing to go for. And by the way, the VA does have business courses. If you guys didn't know that, I just found this out too. They'll teach you how to start your own business. So, and that's one of the things I'm hoping to get Sherry on one of these days, if she can tell you. Because she was rattling off. I'm like, hold on. I don't dictate very well. So that's why I asked her to join us one time, and you got very excited. And oh yeah, a shout out to Sherry. She's making a website for us.
Yep, we got.
I didn't know. Should I even say that? Okay.
Yeah, we got volunteer. We got volunteer number 3.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. So she does websites, and she does it she's going to do it for us for free. She doesn't charge anything. She's an awesome lady, and she does nursing care, and she travels. So she's telling me all about this stuff and how excited it is, and I'm like, yeah, it's not my nature anymore. So as a medic, I was like, that's done. That's done. I don't care.
Yeah,
I'm not done traveling. I'm done traveling.
That's what you say until you listen to what she says.
No, I don't want to. I got 2 beautiful little calico kittens that I don't want to go travel without them, so I don't want to take them everywhere. But the thing is that she's going to provide us information. She's going to provide us a website, and I've been passing it to Heath on a few things. Like, I would like to see if we can eventually do our own things. Like, I'm going to try to get coins and pins and put them for sale, and I'm not going to gouge you guys, anybody. I will never do that. I'm not trying to make profit. This is out of love and respect, and of course to poke fun of certain things in our modern society. Space Force. Oh wow, I coughed. Space Force. If you guys want challenge coin, say yes, because I'm going to design the challenge coin that says Space Force, and I have to come up with things. I'm going to have to bounce off the Heath as well, so because I would love to see that, and hopefully we can go up to T-shirts and stuff like that, and get other veteran sites to to embrace us and invite us to their cause, like was it Black Rifle Coffee, Nine Line, and yeah, those guys, because they're great experience, and there's even guys that actually produce their own TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
You know that, right?
Vet TV. If you haven't already, please check out. Put Google.
Subscribe to them.
Vet TV. $50 a year, guys. $50 a year.
Yep.
And
I saw their first 3 episodes. I was rolling.
Right. Especially the Department of Defense. Oh God.
And what they do, if you guys don't know, they take modern problems and throw them into the society of the military norms, like transgender, PTSD. They bring it out. They let you guys know. And then what happens downrange, what they really thought, or what you're really doing. Like, hey, that's not a bad idea, and they make fun of it. It's all the things that we done and talked about in our lives, and the bullshit and all that kind of stuff. Even talks about Jody, and some of them, it's like, okay.
Oh yeah.
I think it's awesome. My favorite one was the one about the transgenders, and that was way too funny.
Oh, yeah.
It was way awkward to watch, but it was funny as hell. But it's a mature thing to audience to watch. So and it is meant for us. So it is. Sometimes they do have a message in it. Sometimes it's just pure satire, but it's something that you guys should watch. And it's Vet TV. I remember when they first started pushing this a couple of years ago, and I can't believe how far they got. And the production quality is excellent.
Really?
So,
yeah, it is. Well, because they're getting more and more people. Did you ever watch the Vice episode of it?
No, I haven't. I have to actually catch up on things. I haven't been able to get on. Remember, I've been out of it for several months, so I haven't been watching and stuff, and no cable. Just got satellite internet now, which is horrendous. I can't even play my damn Xbox. That's sad.
Yeah.
Well, company can't come out here yet because there's too much damage.
Well, of course. That's a given for a natural disaster.
Yeah, I know. So this happened early October. It's almost December. I need my goddamn internet. I need cable.
Please don't let this man get abused.
I know, right? After working outside, getting hit by debris, I'll tell you. When I ran out of my meds, and there was nothing left down here. Tyndall Air Force Base is still closed, and you had to go to Eglin, which is in Fort Walton, if you can make it out there because of the gas problems and all that kind of stuff, and you don't have any way to call because we had no cell. I didn't have my meds anymore. I ran out because we weren't expecting this to happen, because I was going to call, set up my VA down here and get my TRICARE set down here and get everything taken care of, and none of that happened. So I went out for a couple weeks without my meds, and then I'd have my bout with depression. There was a few times while I was sitting out there with a chainsaw, I was wondering how long I could hold onto this chainsaw as it digs into me. It's scary when you think about that. And I even thanked my dad. I told him, I'm glad you didn't come out here. I'm on the roof doing stuff, cutting stuff away, and I get hit on the head by a branch. It hit me so hard, square dead center in my head. I said, that I haven't actually catch up on things. I haven't been able to get on. I've battled suicide for several months, so I haven't been watching. Almost lost my life. I'm thinking about it again. Just got satellite internet to pull my ass together, get my shit together, and I had to concentrate. And I told my dad I thought about suicide. And I couldn't believe it. I was sitting there just quietly cutting and watching this damn blade as I'm cutting through the wood out here yet because so much damage is going on week 3 without my meds.
I mean,
and he noticed
that's a given for a natural disaster.
And that's when back then. Yeah, I know. I just want to do early October. You remember when we were talking? It's almost December.
I remember that.
I need my goddamn internet. Yeah, because it was hard.
Please don't let this man get abused.
And I know, right? And then I finally got a working up in Baltimore and getting hit by debris. I love him to death. He looks like I'll tell you. When I ran out of my meds and there was nothing left down here. There's enough Air Force Base is still closed. He used to, he looked like to go to his son. If he had a son, which isn't that was him. If he's my favorite out there because of the gas problems and all that kind of stuff. And you don't have any way to call because we had no cell. He sent me my meds. I didn't have my meds. He's also sent me another set because he knows we weren't on down here to happen. Because I was going to call. It was horrible. It was really weird. And the worst thing I told him VA down here. I even called my allergy specialist down here and get everything taken care of because I needed it because I actually had an instance where I went out for a couple weeks without my meds. Then I'd have I get into depression. There was a few times while I was sitting out there with a chainsaw. I have unknown allergies. How long I could hold on to this chainsaw? As a TSA in their great wisdom decided to. It's scary when you think about that. And for my things, my dad, I discharged him. He was in the trash. I told him, I didn't come out here. And I'm on the roof for something. I said, my special leg's on there. I get hit on the head, and it does say what I need. So hard, square. And they're like, center, in my head. I said, if I need it on the plane, thought I ever had. Her infinite wisdom. We can get somebody on board suicide. And because it lost my life to be thinking about my face. I really need to pull my mouth together and get my shit together. I only had to concentrate. I had to really, and I told my dad I thought about suicide. I couldn't believe it. I was getting my quiet, getting my EpiPens and stuff like that. Watching this game. So I was like, man, that's so scary. As I'm cutting through going without meds was very difficult for me. Week 3 without my meds, I started, my head together. So I said, yes. I remember I had to find you, and I was like, you want to do this podcast with you? You remember when there was also?
I remember that.
I just want to be. Because it was hard. It was hard for you to apologize to anybody else. I'm 100% and on this. And then I finally got a hold of the VA, and it was Baltimore. I wasn't in my Dr. Linda. I love him to death. He looks like I do. He looks like that. I get help from my friends. He looks like too many. And I want to thank everybody at Duck Airways, and I thank you for allowing me to help you with this. And I'm 100% on board as a host, co-host. If he had a son, host, whatever, that was him. He's my friend, and he's awesome. So
I wasn't upset. I was just, I'd always have when we'd do this, and you would, from listening to the first to the second to now,
it was really weird. And the worst thing I told him
it would always be.
I even called my allergy specialist up there at Bethesda because I let anybody because I actually had an instance where I started
and then just the reluctance or just just pitches in your voice, the tone sometimes.
I have unknown allergies. I don't know what it is.
I would have my head, I'd go like.
Great wisdom decided to.
Because I'll show you the link in the video, right?
For my EpiPens.
So even though you can't see me, I'll still just do what I would do if you were to say something like that, alright? So you can see the video later. You can see what I mean. I would just go, God damn it. God damn it.
I want him to be, if it gets on my face, we're going to work until the end of my mouth. I'm good. That's it. I'm good. I only have I just need help, man, with my cable. So if anybody out there has cable installation, getting down to Youngstown, Florida, stuff like that, run 10,000 feet of cable or something like that, so I can get my going through without meds going on. Very difficult. I can't do this HughesNet. So I mean, as I started getting my head together, that's why I said yes. I had to find it, and I was like, You want to do this podcast? Let's do it. And that's why I was also
So
kind of
let's
saying, hey,
end the audio, and
you know, didn't mean to upset you.
we can keep going
I
with
apologize to
the
anybody
video
else.
for a little bit
I'm 100%
longer.
on this, and it was because I wasn't in my right mind. I had an outro and said goodnight or anything like that.
Oh, okay, well, let's do it.
I get help
You know what?
from my friends on 22 today. You gotta leave that part in there too. I'm gonna call you to thank everybody.
Yeah.
I'm in it. And thank you for
It's
allowing me to
it's
help
still
with
there.
this. And I'm 100%
It's still
on board
recording.
as a
Nice.
host, you was just gonna shut it off and just say, oh, whatever, girl.
Shit.
And everyone's gonna go, what just happened?
When did we
Oh,
ever
yeah,
I wasn't upset. I was just, you know, I'd always have my, when we would do this,
No, it's
and
still
you
going.
would, you know,
Okay.
the,
Now
from,
you got me going.
you know,
So,
listening
I'd
to
like
the
say
first
thank
to
you
the
guys,
second
and
to
especially
now,
Sherry.
you know,
Nurse
it
Sherry.
would always
If,
be,
when you listen, if you're going to listen to this, thank you. I love you.
Yeah.
Thank you for volunteering. And say let everybody else over, giving us
Yeah.
pointers, critiques,
well,
however you
and
want
then
to call it. I'm
just
gonna take
the
it. I'll roll with the
reluctance,
punches.
or just, you
Yes, I
know,
talk too
just
much.
pitches
Just
in your
now I'm
voice,
excited.
the tone
He's excited.
sometimes.
Behind the scenes, let me tell you,
And I
I get
would-
texts from him all the time.
I would have my head, you know, I'd go like,
Every
because I'll show you the link in the video, right?
He might not
So
talk
even
like
though
I
you,
am,
even though
but
you
he
can't
texts like
see
I
me,
am.
I'll still just do what I would do
He texts how I act
if you were to
and
say
talk.
something like that. All right, so this,
I'd like to thank you guys.
so you can
Love
see the
you guys.
video later.
Veterans,
You can see what I
like I
mean.
said,
I would just go,
give us your input.
God damn it. God damn
Give us your stories. I don't care. We'll read them on air. I want him. And if you guys need help, we're going to work. So yeah, that's you. I'm good. Whatever you can. So I just need help, man, with my cable. Anybody out there has cable installation? Come down to
All right,
Youngstown,
thank you
Florida,
everybody,
and
all my
10,000
fans,
feet of cable or
everyone
something like that, so
I
can get
bullied
my,
into listening to
Xbox
this,
going on,
because
can't
I
do this
did.
Usenet shit.
Oh yeah,
my goodness.
oh yeah. I put
Usenet.
the link in,
Yeah, I'm like,
and everybody on my friends list that's a veteran. Oh yeah, I pressed send, and then I put hey
the audio,
and then after that I was like, hey, I'm gonna have you listen to this.
with the
I'm
video
gonna
for
pressure
a
you
little
into
bit
listening
longer.
to this. I want to know what you think. You know, I'm
Okay.
fluffed up the
Well, you're not gonna
numbers
have an
because
outro
I
and
mean,
say
let's be
goodnight or
honest.
anything like that.
Oh, okay, well let's do it.
I'm not just
You know what?
Hopefully you keep them back. I can't. I'm gonna do that. You gotta leave that part in there too, because there's a couple of guys that are veterans.
Yeah.
I'm in it to win, but he's
It's
in
still
Tampa.
there.
He
It's
went through a
still
lot, man.
recording.
And he's a successful teacher for elementary school. To say, oh, you know, love his wife, and everyone's gonna go, what just happened?
When did we ever just shut it off?
Moving and stuff like that. I'll explain that one day. Oh my gosh, that was
No,
hard.
it's still
That was
going.
years and years ago. Oh, see, now you got me going. Me and their dog. I'd like to say thank you guys, especially to Sherry. I will tell you guys about that story one day. If you're going to listen to this,
All right,
thank
guys,
you. I
thank
love
you.
Thank you for volunteering.
We enjoy having you guys listen.
Giving us pointers.
We tried to make it a little bit more structured.
I'm gonna roll with the punches. Yes, I talk too
Maybe
much.
next
Now I'm
week I'll
excited.
probably
He's
send the
excited.
script out to him
Behind the
and do
scenes, let
one
tell
for
you,
me.
I get texts from him all the time.
That way we
All
can
the time.
have it down.
3 or 4 times.
Uh,
By the way, we don't do scripts here. I'm excited.
Yeah, we don't.
He might not talk like I am. Everything's but he texts like I am. Off our hearts and stuff like that. But he
We
texts
go with the
how I
flow.
act and talk. So
I really think that's
Love you
why
guys.
people like us,
Veterans,
is because we go with the
like I
flow.
said, give us your input. Give us questions.
Alright guys, I'm
Give us your
gonna
stories.
stop the
I don't care.
audio.
We'll read
I'm
them on
gonna keep
air.
up with the video
And
though.
if you guys need
Unfortunately,
help,
Mike
always
is still
teach
on the
you
phone.
whatever you can. So
Welcome to Veteran
like them
Talk
out and
with your
preview.
hosts. Alright, thank you everybody.
And
all my fans, everyone
Mike,
I bullied
how's it going,
into
guys?
listening to
And
this.
ladies, and
Because I did.
helicopters.
Oh yeah. I put the link in,
Oh, man.
and everybody on my friends list that's a veteran. Oh yeah, I pressed send, and then I put hey. And then after that, I was like, hey, I'm gonna have you listen to this. I'm gonna pressure you into listening to this. I want to know what you think.
Did I screw up
You
your
know,
intro? Okay.
no.
Fluffed up
I
the
did.
numbers, because I mean, let's be honest.
Well, Well, we're keeping us don't the numbers. Hopefully don't keep on us.
I'm not. Oh, I'm not.
Because there's a couple of guys that are veterans. One he's in Tampa, John Baker.
A podcast by veterans for veterans and just another veteran podcast. I love it.
Kept me in their hearts when I was going through some shit, moving and stuff like that. I'll explain that one day. Oh my gosh, that was harsh. That was years ago.
Oh, don't worry, they're seeing it.
Their dog, we didn't get along.
Remember, this is going on YouTube
too. I will
too.
tell you guys about that story.
So I'm already recording. We enjoy having you guys listen.
And everybody else.
We tried to make it a little bit more structured.
Leftovers.
Maybe next week I'll probably send a script out to him and do one for me. That way we can have it down. But it was good. I liked it.
Yeah. By the way, we don't do scripts here.
Yeah, we don't do this. It was a Louisiana Thanksgiving.
And stuff like that, but
okay,
that's different. So,
I really think that's why people like us, because we go with the flow.
Let me get to one of those things I wanted to push on.
Yep.
Alright
guys, I'm gonna stop the audio. I'm gonna keep up with the video though. Unfortunately, Mike is still on the phone.
She told me that I love her to death, by the way.
Oh yeah.
You can cut it now. And she told me that, since I had a stay at the hospital in 2 weeks.
You know what? I'm not too
she says you can have the VA.
What should we call this?
Disabled. I don't know if it's percentage wise or not.
You know how I have my episode number and then title?
Go online and get a hold of somebody and submit it. And that's why I'm thinking we're going to devote more towards getting new veterans and old veterans together to make sure that they know there's other ways of getting things done.
Alright, I put it down in Cyher.
Tied down to your financial, deficit for the bills for these hospital stays. If you get into an accident or something, or heaven forbid, you decide to join the 22. Or try to be a failure. Love failures. I have more pride in our brothers and sisters that
so I did find a way to turn on the screen recorder
I will keep you guys apprised
and be able to do the audio.
Putting it out there.
So all that I did with the camera,
then I will do this
not really
tomorrow. In fact,
done.
and give you guys
Although they can look at my studio.
And if it does work, that's something that's a one for us. That's a win on our side for everybody that sees, that has hospital stays.
How has everything else been going?
And if there's anybody that has any questions, please,
I was thinking
up so that you guys can contact either one of us. And we do have people that are actually coming out and actually offering assistance when it comes to VA, because we have people that actually work at the VA, and they said they will be more than helpful to answer any questions that you guys have. And in case, once again, if you guys think about suicide, or if you guys have any problems, please give us a contact. I myself am retired, and all I do is my friends and family, my 2 cats, and right now cleaning up after the hurricane. So I'm always available. And we talked about our sites previously. Do you remember the sites that you talked to? I forgot about the sites.
Oh, yeah.
Were they, Heath?
I Got Your 6. It's a Facebook page.
And then,
there's 22 is 22 too many.
Yep, that's one I belong on too.
And then another one is Veteran to Veteran Info.
Yep. So yes, a lot of people on there, a lot of friendly folks, a lot of people that understand that if you're in the dark areas, dark places, it gives you an outlet. And of course, we'd rather see you seek help versus keeping it bottled up, especially the guys that actually, you don't have to have PTSD from a combat zone. PTSD can be anything. The nurses, firefighters, and policemen can tell you. PTSD comes from anywhere, even from your childhood, and they will look into that. And of course, if you've been I hate to say it, sexually attacked, while in service too, both males and females, don't be ashamed. Ask for help, because I was ashamed. So and it almost I almost lost everything. So please. There's I wish I had the 1-800 number. I had it written out, printed out for suicide prevention, but I think I put it in a box somewhere because I was going tomorrow somewhere else. So the numbers, Heath will print the number out. Would you do that in the link when you do that too, please?
Yeah, I'll put that number down in the link when I go to upload this.
Yes, so that when we do that, so you guys can instantly click on the link if you need help, or if you just need somebody to talk to, please contact Heath or myself, or me mainly, because Heath will be at work at night and stuff like that. He's actually a working man right now.
Oh, shit. I've been out of work. I'm a caretaker.
So he's a working man. He's a caretaker, so that's a working man. And me, I'm just like getting in trouble and doing stupid stuff. Like getting cut up by sheet metal. That thing cuts. Woo. So, all right. Your turn. I babbled too much.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. And yeah, veteran to veteran info, they did ask that question because people had heard about that. And it was a lot of mixed responses. A lot of people did break the ground rules in that group over this topic. Because, if you said you have to be 100% disabled, 75, 50, something over the minimum that people were getting. So, yeah, once we do get that info about that, me and you can post it up together, or you can post it up, and then I can post it up.
We'll post it up either way. You'll have your informations. In fact, if I have to, I will get it and see if there's like a PDF form or something like that. If I can grab it and send it and put it onto your to the link so that we can see it. Because I get told all the time, what is the minimum? I'm like, I don't know, because I was never at the minimum. I went from 0 to 100 all of a sudden. That's what it was, because all those surgeries. So I never had to struggle to figure out those things. So they were like, yeah, your knee's kind of left kind of bad. So both of your ankles. And you ever thought about looking at your hip? I said no. They said they're looking at it now. That kind of stuff, my TBI. So one thing led to another. So just be patient, guys. And ladies and the attack helicopters out there, and we will get all the information so I can do that, and we can get all these things out for you guys. Damn, I talk too much, Heath. Why do you let me talk too much?
Because I do.
Come on, Squid.
It's funny. The only thing I've heard, right? So the only complaints we had from when I was pushing people to listen to it, right, is the fact that my guest, but hold on, you're my co-host. See, we never did an introduction until now. But that my guest would talk too much and I wouldn't reply. Well, now I'm replying to what you say. But everyone should get their word in,
I talk too much.
Oh, so the fuck what? I don't give two shits. I mean, literally, you don't talk enough. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it right now, and we're at 10:36. We're not even scratching half.
Mm-hmm.
But since you have said that, there is something. See, I didn't even.
Oh, by the way, you're gonna have to send me your address. I am going to send you some black powdered. What is it? Black Rifle coffee.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll send you my address once we're off here.
So, but you can just text it to me. Yeah. I wanted to say that on air because he loves coffee. I love the smell of coffee, but I stopped drinking coffee when I realized I was so desperate for coffee. I was taking the Folgers from the MREs and throwing it in my mouth.
Oh, shit. There is nothing wrong with that.
It just about killed me. I was like, yeah. It was the instant one, and I threw it in my mouth, and it shocked the hell out of me. I said, that's desperation, because I had nothing to drink, nothing to eat, no warm water or hot water, and I did that, and I'm like, I'm done. If I went that far for desperation for coffee, I went that far, and I should turn back before I start injecting it or do coffee enemas. That's a real thing, by the way.
Oh, I know it is.
On TV.
Oh, I know it is. You gotta remember, we come from the stock of stupidity, so yeah, you know people have done it, and you know they're gonna keep doing it too. Alright, now, on to mine. So, over Veterans Day, there was a YouTuber named Cynical Historian, that's his YouTube handle, Cynical Historian. He likes to call himself Cyher. I'm pretty sure that maybe a little bit of the people might have seen his videos. I'm hoping. What happened was he did a veterans video for Veterans Day, and
a salute to veterans.
Have you seen it yet?
Right? No, I haven't seen it yet. I was thinking, was like,
so it's
a salute to veterans.
No, it's more or less based on the history of veterans. He thought he would do it for Veterans Day. How would you say it? It's more or less, well, here, let me read the statement. So he sent me a statement because I asked him if he wanted me to address it here on the podcast. And he told me yes, why not? So, are you ready for it? Statement on YouTube suppression. Okay. YouTube has supposedly been promoting educational content, but it appears to only be for easily marketable content, like science and basic curricular stuff. They refuse to support difficult